Imbis na si James White ang magpangalat ng message na nakasentro yung gospel kay Jesus Christ, pumili siya ng dalawang lalaki. Si Elliot J. Wagoner at saka si Alonzo T. Jones noong 1888 ay binigyan niya ng revelation ng righteousness by faith at dinala ni Jones at saka ni Wagoner yung message of righteousness by faith sa church sa magitan ng isang general conference sa Minneapolis. So tinuro nila, ito ang kanilang message. This is the words of Ellen White in TM 91, Testimonies to Ministers, page 91. The Lord in His great mercy sent a most precious message to His people through elders Wagoner and Jones. This message was to bring more prominence before the world the uplifted Savior. So dapat daw magkaroon ng prominence. Yung uplifted Savior, yung uplifted yung nasa cross na Savior. The sacrifice for the sins of the whole world. It presented justification through faith in the surety. Nakafocus po sa justification, hindi sa sanctification ang gospel, kundi sa justification kasi doon tayo naliligtas eh. It invited people to receive the righteousness of Christ. Ang invitation sa mga tao, tanggapin yung righteousness ni Kristo, hindi yung righteousness sa magitan ng pagsunod sa utos, which is made manifest in obedience to all the commandments. Yes, kinakailangan tayong sumunod sa utos, pero hindi tayo nagiging righteous dahil sa pagsunod sa utos, kundi yung pagsunod natin ay manifestation ng righteousness ni Christ na ating tinanggap. Many had lost sight of Jesus. So dito, yung quotation na to, pinapakita yung naging sakit ng church. Ang sakit ng church, they had lost sight of Jesus. Dahil saan? Dahil sa law. Ginawa nga magkatabi yung law at saka si Kristo eh. Anong nakita nila? Saan nakafocus yung tingin nila? Sa law. Kaya si Jesus nawala. So sabi ni Ellen White, because of that, many had lost sight of Jesus. They needed to have their eyes directed to His divine person. Kinakailangan umatras yung law at maisentro kay Christ. His merits and His changes love for the human family. All power is given into His hands that He may dispense rich gifts unto men, imparting priceless gift of His own righteousness to the helpless human agent. Yung righteousness po ay gift. Ibinigay na sa atin yung gift na iyon. We don't need to do anything to receive that, to be worthy. Na kailangan lang tanggapin. This is the message that God commanded to be given to the world. Mahalaga ito. Ito yung message na tatapos ng gawain. Ito yung dapat na dalhin natin sa sanglibutan. The righteousness of Christ, not our doctrines, not the Sabbath, not the doctrine of the dead, not about tithing, kundi righteousness of Christ ang message na dapat dalhin natin sa sanglibutan. Yan ang three angels' message. That is the gospel. It is the everlasting gospel. It is the third angel's message which is to be proclaimed with a loud voice. Yan yung loud cry, yung loud voice na yan. And attended with the outpouring of His Spirit in a large measure. Yan yung latter rain, yung outpouring of His Spirit. So yung loud voice at saka yung loud cry at saka yung latter rain connected with the message of righteousness by faith na kinakailangang ipangaral natin sa sanglibutan. Yan po yung sabi ni Ellen White. Unfortunately, noong 1888, yung message ng righteousness by faith kinontra ng dalawang sikat na tao. Mga leader ng church, si Uriah Smith, yung pinakamagaling na scholar ng church, at saka itong si G.I. Butler. G.I. Butler was the General Conference President at that time. And they opposed Jones and Wagoner. At sinabihan nila yung mga pastor sa ilalim nila, lalo na si G.I. Butler, he commanded the pastors to oppose. Inutusan niyo mga pastor, kontrahin niyo yan. Kinakailangan doon tayo sa old way marks. Yung dati na natin pinapangaral, yung doctrine, yung law, doon tayo, hindi tayo dapat mawala doon, sabi ni G.I. Butler. Ito po yung sabi ni Uriah Smith in 1889. After the 1888 General Conference, sabi niya, tungkol sa righteousness, sabi niya, the whole object of Christ's work is to bring us back to the law. Yung layunin daw ni Kristo para dalhin tayo sa kautusan. That its righteousness may be fulfilled in us by our obedience to it. Kaya yung righteousness, pagsunod natin sa utos, kontrang-kontra sa message ng righteousness by faith. Kasi yung message ng righteousness by faith, dinadala tayo hindi sa law, kundi kay Kristo. At yung righteousness doon, hindi yung pagsunod natin, kundi yung pagsunod ni Christ na perfect, walang kasalanan at ibinibigay lang sa atin. Kaya we become righteous by faith, not righteous by obedience, kundi righteous by faith. So talagang baliktad ang pagkakaunawa ni Uriah Smith tungkol sa gospel, tungkol sa righteousness by faith.